Other side. We like the other side too.
Yeah, just a minute. Face me on that one, not you. Oh, that's good. The next one. Turn it. Oh, that's much better. Okay, fabulous. And then fire.
So how are you doing?
What am I doing?
I said, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good.
It's a lovely day.
It is a lovely.
I just noticed you nearby. I was curious if you wanted to talk or anything.
Who are you people? Like, where are you from? What organization are you from?
People.
No organization.
I'm
independent myself.
Oh, I said, where are you from?
I'm from here. I live right over there.
I heard you saying you're documenting. What are you documenting?
History.
Yeah.
Just what goes on in our lives. It's fascinating.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just I don't work for any company,
right now.
media company.
I'm sure you're.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? But I just think it's interesting. So I live here. This is my city. I have interest in. Well, not that. I'm not even saying that. Of course I do. But I'm taking an interest. I'm taking an interest in what my city is up to.
Yeah.
You know?
I do want to say I've been to a few of these. I just go around and film whatever's happening, whoever's doing it. It doesn't matter. And this is probably the most civil discourse I've ever seen. And I'm very impressed.
Yeah, and also like another, this isn't the main reason I film, but one reason I film things is just because that guy was kind of joking about it, but sometimes violence does break out against me.
Somebody up. That was disgusting.
That you didn't find? No, he said his joke was you guys need to start a fight so I can get a film.
I can film it.
Right.
That's great.
That was
really
a joke because
as you're talking about anti-fascist people being violent.
Right. No, but there's nothing wrong with joking. I mean, if he's an old, sweet old man who is making a funny joke.
If he were an old guy that was on my side of the fence, I don't think you would have found it funny.
I would have found it very funny. It's a funny joke. Yeah,
because it's not a joke when it's coming from us, though.
But it is But
it can be.
It can be if you're making a joke. I mean, the joke.
Do you deny the level? Neither do we. Do you deny the levels of violence that a lot of left-wing protesters have?
I don't know.
I'm
not. I don't know. I'm not into.
Because it's a serious threat, and that's why we film.
You can see my face. I'm not covering my face. I don't know what people do. I actually have a normal job. I am a normal citizen. I am sick of Trump.
Yeah.
I don't like what he's doing in my country.
So you understand how frustrating it is to be linked with violent
who those people are.
Right, but
I can't speak about.
But you understand that people
I don't like them going and doing violent things during our protests.
I think everybody.
But don't you agree
But how about the other side?
Right, exactly. Don't you see how frustrating it is to be linked with violent people that are on your side? Because non-violent people on the other side from you are constantly linked with any violence. They have to denounce it daily, minutely.
Right, like every time something happens that's violent, Trump gets blamed for it. I mean.
Have you heard the way the man talks?
But hang on, you just said you don't want to be blamed for the violence of other people, right?
Oh my God, he's supposed to be the leader of this country. If President Obama had ever said one pinky's worth of the garbage that comes out of this guy's mouth, you all would have been in the streets and going bananas.
I voted for Obama twice.
Save that for the next protest. You can keep it, but that's it.
Well,
just keep it for the next one.
I voted.
I'm gonna give you a hug. I'm Cece.
So I voted for Obama twice, by the way.
Yeah,
so we both did. So I think.
On the 15th, hopefully.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So I don't really appreciate the assumption that I wouldn't. I that was my man. I voted for him, but.
Well, okay. I don't know you.
Right. That's why I think you shouldn't make assumptions.
Voting block, the people
What's my voting
that
block?
voted for Donald Trump.
I don't represent.
Pretty much.
You've assumed here
The
that
wall
we
to
all
wall.
voted.
I'm not talking about you individually, okay?
Okay.
I'm not talking about you.
The Trump voting block.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Sorry. Continue.
Have you ever watched the man on
Yeah.
TV at his
Oh, yeah.
rallies? They're very Nazi-esque. Okay?
How?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
how about
pro-Israel.
this?
Yeah. He's very
The
pro-Jewish.
definition of Nazis is being anti-Jewish.
Okay.
Pro-Jewish, he's anti...
He's pro-gay marriage.
No, he's not.
He's the
What do you
first
mean? He's-
president ever to be elected into office with a pro-gay marriage stance.
Pence is
But he's
We're
not
talking
Mike
about
Pence.
Trump. Yeah, he's not Mike Pence.
He put him in office, didn't
Right,
he? He
right,
chose
right.
him.
So if we
now-
impeach
You guys
him,
are
then we're gonna
twist
get.
yourselves into all kinds of pretzels to justify your view, and that's fine.
No, I'm just saying what's
Obviously,
true is that
you
he
are
is
not
pro-
gonna be woken up by me.
No,
mean,
but
there's
you-
all there's
I'm just
it.
trying to
You
understand,
can
'cause
come
you
and
said-
justify all the garbage you want. He's anti-black. He's anti-Muslim.
How's he anti-black?
He's anti-gay.
How's he
He's
anti-black?
anti-worker.
How's he anti-gay?
He's
How?
How's he
horrible.
anti-worker?
What did he do?
Yeah,
though?
he's anti-worker.
So-
Do you know what he did with the people that work for him?
Yeah, but what's he doing
He
now?
does
for
not
people
pay
like-
them.
He
He
actually-
lied to people at that carrier plant.
Hang on.
All those people
Do you
are
think?
losing their jobs.
Do you think that him holding up the gay pride flag at a Republican conference makes him anti-gay? Do you think he is winning over a lot of
He's
Republicans that way?
fucking showman, shyster, con man.
Right. So if he says something that you
pray
like,
for
he's
you
lying.
That you
But
all have the coins fall from your, the
Well,
scales fall from your eyes.
it just seems kind
and
of
that you
unfair.
see-
It seems kind of
because
unfair that
he
you're
is-
saying. It seems kind of unfair that you're saying that when he does something that you don't like, it's him. It's really him. But when he does something that you would agree with, then he's lying, and he's a lying shyster. Like seems really
What has he
convenient.
done so far?
He-
What has he
he-
done? What promises?
He is
has he-
first. Well,
what
you're the one.
promises has he
You're the one
carried
saying
out
that.
so
You're the
far?
one saying
No,
that
no,
he's
tell
anti.
me. Okay.
You tell me how he's anti-gay. What did he do that's anti-gay?
He put Mike Pence into office as his vice president.
And that makes him anti-gay.
Yes, it does.
You realize there's a lot
If
more
anything,
issues than that.
Makes
I mean,
Mike Pence
Well,
pro-gay now.
Can I
yeah, like
ask
Mike
you a
Pence can't do
question?
shit.
What?
You're not a Nazi, I assume, correct? But the Nazis supported universal health care.
Right, they were socialists.
Government-run
They were
education.
not socialist.
The Nazi stands for the
Actually,
National Socialist
no.
Party.
That is
That
exactly
is a different
what
kind
they
of
were.
socialism, first of all.
Right.
That is not socialism.
No true Scotsman. It's not. It's not. It's not.
You guys
It's
need
not
to go-
socialism
go
when it's
read
bad.
some books, go educate yourself. That is not. I'm not going to fall down the Nazi
No,
trail
well,
with you.
I'm
Sorry.
just asking.
Well, you said that
It doesn't
his
make you a
rallies are
Nazi,
Nazi.
no.
Yeah, you brought that
I
up.
never said any of you were Nazis.
No, you said
if
that
Hitler
Trump
supports
is
some of the
is
things that
Nazi-esque.
we're talking about.
Yes.
So that's why we're
That's
talking
my new
about.
word, Nazi-esque.
Right. Do you think that kind of using that word too much kind of lowers its impact? Like,
Whatever. He's ultra right.
I mean, if you call everybody a Nazi, then it
he's
kind
a
of
fascist.
How is
Okay.
he ultra right wing?
he's like the most
fascism
democratic
is-
person on the
Do you
GOP.
guys think it's okay that he's enriching himself on the daily basis, using his presidential office to fill his coffers, his personal coffers? Do you
What
think it
evidence
was
do you have
okay?
to support that?
Yes, whatever.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Last week, look it up if you don't know, he had a huge fundraiser. He could have had that at any other hotel in Washington, D.C. But no, he had it at his own hotel.
Oh, that's pretty
so that
convenient.
Means, yeah, it's convenient
Yeah,
for him.
but his
all
family
right?
has taken over the
Because
business.
he made money on the front end and on the back end. It was
Right, his-
$35,000 a plate.
His family
Who
is
what
running the
working
business.
man is that helping?
Well,
And it was for his 2020 election campaign. What the hell? I mean, come on. Okay,
So
if
I can-
that's okay with you.
Well, I can,
Put President Obama in that place and see if that would have been okay with you.
I voted for
Come on.
Obama.
The man wore a tan suit and y'all went crazy. I mean, please.
Y'all, I don't know. That wasn't me. I didn't go crazy over
didn't even
anything.
know
Yeah,
anything about
I supported Obama. But
Say that all you want.
I literally voted for him twice.
Whatever.
you can't support him if you don't vote for him.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can understand disagreeing with certain ways
Why
that
is
some of
it
the money
that
is spent.
Every time someone says anything about investigating what happened with these Russian connections,
Well, those are proven.
Right.
Those are shown to. The Russian stuff was shown to be a huge
Last
lie
week.
from CNN.
Last
so
week.
I mean,
Last week, CNN admitted it.
That was-
you guys are
been-
hanging on some little
CNN
tiny ass
has
shit.
made you a
It's
fool.
been
You
shown
should-
that.
well, have you noticed that they're not really talking
Well,
about
he's
it
being
anymore?
investigated. Oh
No,
no,
he's not
talking about
Right.
it.
Well, they already had
He's
the.
being investigated. Everyone that
he's
works with him is being
let me- it
investigated.
officially
His
came
Well, he
out.
wasn't though.
son-in-law is being
James Comey said that he
investigated.
wasn't being. James Comey himself said that the FBI is
that
not
changed.
investigating him.
No.
Mueller is investigating.
No, this is
him.
breaking news.
No, it's
he
not
was
breaking
never under
news. You
investigation.
cannot. No, he is.
He-
They're all being
But-
investigated.
So, like, did this just happen like
Bernie Sanders
yesterday? I
is
mean,
under
How is
investigation.
it that that's okay with you? How is it that it's
What's okay with
okay that Russia fucked with our elections?
How did they do
How
that?
did they fuck with our
Cyber attacks.
What
where they
proof
were
do you
getting all
have
kinds
to
of
say that
information.
Where there's
My
not
God.
even
Okay, you
connected
guys
to
think
the-
I'm a conspiracy theorist,
Well-
and you don't, like I said before, you'll twist yourselves into any kind
It just
of
sounds like you're
pretzel
blaming it on the
to-
Russians. I mean,
I'm
that's
not
like the
blaming
go-to.
anything. No, I'm blaming it on a number of things. Chris Kobach and his cross-check organization was funded by the Koch brothers and the what is the name of that other family? There's another very rich family that is
Rockefeller?
funded. No,
Rothschild?
no,
Soros?
no.
Okay.
You guys are real funny. I know.
I was trying to get. No, I was trying to get. I was
Anyway,
literally
no.
trying to
I was
get.
just naming
No.
off rich people.
Yeah. That's.
Well, anyhow,
Uh huh.
he was funded to go across. He did this across America. They delisted thousands of voters, particularly in the states that were very close. So and that's what they're doing right now. They're trying to get all the voting information so they can further.
And you think Russia
not
coordinated
people-
that?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh,
I
but we were
said
talking about Russia.
Chris Kobach.
Uh huh. Okay, I thought we were talking about Russia.
Look him up. I'm sure you know who he is. You probably think he's a hero.
I actually don't know
and
who he
I
is.
suppose that you think that 3 million people illegally voted, and that's why he didn't win the.
I
popular
actually
vote.
don't think that, and it doesn't matter if he won the popular vote or not because he won by a fair election. So
those aren't the rules.
It
that's not the
wasn't
rule.
our
Those are the
system,
rules.
not a-
So I don't.
Those are the rules.
Right, those are the
Popular vote.
rules. Right, or no, the Electoral College. That is the rules.
Yeah,
yes.
those are the rules.
Right. If it was by popular vote, he would have ran his campaign way
He
differently.
would've just
So
stayed in New York and
it's
LA.
not like.
Right. So what is it? So tell me this: what policies that Donald Trump? What makes you a Trump supporter?
I never said I was.
You did.
I
Actually,
did?
you
When did I?
Yeah, you did.
When? I don't
You
remember
both
that.
did. So
I-
tell me.
What?
I
You
don't.
did?
He did.
Okay, I am a Trump supporter, and let me tell you,
Why?
I believe in a strong border. That doesn't mean that we keep every immigrant out. That means that when people come here, they have to come here with our permission, just like they do in any other country in the world, any other country.
Yeah.
I believe that we
Because
shouldn't
are
be
you,
forced.
Like, are you competing with people that don't speak and read English?
Actually, yes, I am.
We're
I
just
work
talking
for
about illegal
7-Eleven.
immigration.
You want to go and work in the field or something?
No,
I'm
no.
sorry,
If I,
Or be a
I just said I
dishwasher?
work.
Wait, do you-
I work for 7-Eleven.
Okay.
There are
Yeah.
hundreds and thousands of immigrants, not illegals. Many of them are legal, and they're good people. But I'm competing with them. And this idea
don't
that
like
I
immigrants.
wouldn't work in the
If
field.
they were Irish or Italian, would that be okay with you?
Actually, I loved working with Pradeep Moreau. Pradeep Moreau, he's an Indian.
Uh-huh.
He just got married a few months ago, and I worked with him for 2 years.
So that's
Great
it.
guy.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're competing with illegals.
I mean,
I didn't say I was competing with illegal.
That-
However, as far as this argument about illegals, these people, just like Pradeep and Javinder, are coming here working for a lower wage, illegally working for a lower wage than we are.
Don't you think
Whether
that
they're
that's
legal
the
or illegal.
employer's failure?
well, but if they can't hire them legally, then they can just pay them under the table.
But don't you think that they should go after the employers for doing
No, they
that?
should
I
go.
would-
I
I
mean,
would agree
well,
that
yes,
they should
actually,
go
yes.
after
I'm
the
sorry.
employers.
Ye-
Shouldn't
I
you be
would also-
breaking?
But why
you
not
should
both?
be going after people in general who are breaking
Why
the
would you
laws.
go
Right.
after people that are like,
But
you know,
breaking the law?
hanging on by the skin of their teeth to just make a living?
That are
Why
that
you-
entered our
why
country
is it that-
illegally?
Why is it that you guys want to punch down and go after people that are barely getting by?
I don't think
what I
that's
don't
that's
get.
not how I.
Let me
Okay,
tell
well,
you, Pradeep,
I don't get it.
I can explain.
50,000
It's just
last
there's a lot of
time.
cruelty.
Well,
mean,
I can
the
explain.
whole-
I can answer that if
the
you let me.
Healthcare, appealing the Health Care Act is really cruel.
Hang on,
And it's
let's
gonna- and
stay
it's
on
gonna
one
be
topic at a time.
No,
Because you asked me a question, though. Can I answer
well,
it?
you said you weren't a Trump supporter.
You asked why
Are
do
you
you
or
guys? It doesn't matter. What matters? I believe in a strong border. So I support that element. Yeah, I do think we should have a strong border. If you don't
How
have a
come you guys don't want to admit that you support him?
Actually, here, you can talk to me then. I literally did not support Trump. I did not vote for him. I honestly think, one, his Twitter account should be probably shut down simply because he's just bad at it in general. I think that's what we can all agree on. He's just stopped. Just,
I
just
like
stop
the
tweeting.
fact that he tweets
I
and
just-
shows his stupidity.
I would agree. He's kind of dumb on Twitter. But
No, dumb, period.
so here's, you kind of brought up the Health Care Act. Okay,
Yes.
so why are you against the new American Health Care Act?
Because it's not a healthcare act at all. It is a tax cut for the ultra rich. Do you realize that they're going to be giving back trillions of dollars to people that are already ridiculously wealthy at the cost
Do you think
of all
that
of us
just because?
here?
Do you think that because they're wealthy?
That when we are elderly, we're not going to have health care. We're not going to have Medicare.
Well, the only problem.
We're not going to have Medicaid.
Do you support
Trump's in favor of
do
Medicare and Medicaid.
Do you believe in the single-payer program?
Yes,
then?
I do.
So
Yes,
far,
I do.
so far, the United States government. Do you think the United States government is competent?
Yes, I do. If given the chance, if we got rid of some of the Republicans out of the fucking Congress,
Is it
they're
just
the ones that,
Republicans?
yes. Well, and probably some Democrats, they're money grubbers. These people are all corrupt and getting paid. If they're corrupt and they're getting paid, and that's the only thing they want to do is stay in office so that they can continue to get paid, they should be gotten rid of. And no, I will say that's Democrat and Republican. How about that?
Right, that's fair.
I'm not a Republican. I
No,
actually
I'm just
neither
saying,
am I.
I voted General
do
Mattis.
I tend to vote Democrat, and I would say that I am not down with corporate Democrats that want to keep doing the same old.
like Cory Booker and all the
Yes.
other couple people. Like, what do you
I
think?
did-
What do you think about the Democratic Party not having any central leadership right now?
I don't know that that's true or not.
Can you name? Well, honestly, who would you support out of the Democratic Party right now to become like the next candidate for president from the Democratic Party in representation?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Wouldn't
yet.
that right there state that they don't have any real structure about where they're going?
Not really.
Because even the Democratic Party came out saying that we don't have any structure.
Yeah. Come 2020, what are they going to do?
I guess we'll see. You know what? It's all up to us in the streets, and it's people power, and we'll get it together.
Did you
because
vote?
the other side, hell yeah, I voted since I was 18 years old.
Did you vote Bernie like 99% of the
Yes, I did.
figure? So,
Yes, I did.
like
And I would've
99% of
been
all
down
districts
for
in
Bernie
Washington
had
voted
he-
for Bernie. So it's.
I I voted for him in the primary. I went to the caucus and I voted for Bernie
Why didn't you vote for Hillary?
because I wanted somebody who's going to take a chance and actually move this country forward and stop, just messing around the middle, messing around the edges.
Kind of like
Obviously,
like what the new Healthcare Act is. It's not really a repeal. It's just like trimming some of the edge of the healthcare bill.
No.
Well,
No, actually
the
not.
Obamacare. I mean, do you
No.
think that there's flaws in Obamacare at all, or do you think that was perfect?
And what they need to do is work on correcting those flaws because I can see by the looks on your faces you don't believe me, but most people are very pleased with Obamacare. If
I
that's
wasn't.
What you want to call
Yeah.
ACA.
It doesn't
because
work
you're
for me.
probably healthy and you feel like I don't see why I have to have health care. Is that
Well,
right? Why do I have to have
Actually,
health
I
insurance?
have I've got broken bones still that
Yes.
I'm still recovering
So
from.
anyone
Military,
can
who
get
died
into
has
an
Right,
I
yeah.
have alopecia. I can't grow hair.
I really
Anyone
need
can
dental
have an
and
accident you
Yeah.
might be in your 20s and 30s. You can have an accident and you'll be screwed.
right. So
You
so
need
isn't it
health
my so
insurance.
here's where my take on that is that yes, I know that very well, but isn't it my right to take that chance? I mean, if I
No, but you know what'll happen? What will happen is you go to the emergency room, and all of us taxpayers still have to pay for you.
I agree with you on that.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
I've made this suggestion to several people that I've talked to, and I'd like to get your opinion. Rather than fixing our healthcare system through forcing everybody to have insurance, would it be better to turn around and say, okay, all Americans, regardless of income, regardless of insured status, y'all pay $100 a year. Now, if you get insurance, this insurance or this tax, this healthcare tax, is a separate tax from your income tax. If you come over here and you get insurance, we're going to deduct from your income tax, as opposed to forcing you to pay it if you don't get insurance. Because our government has never been set up to force people to engage in commerce, which is
The
what
thing
it
well,
does.
I don't think we should have health insurance in the first place.
right, that's kind of my issue is that I don't think I should be forced to pay for
We
something that
we
I
shouldn't
don't
be
want to pay for.
Supplementing insurance companies. They make a lot of money off of us, and that is not right. I
we
think
could all
there
agree
should
on
be
that.
a single payer.
Absolutely.
There should be
We're
less
paying-
middlemen.
Yes, there
Yeah.
should be less middlemen. Exactly.
Right.
These
Historically
people
speaking,
that are
economically.
in government right now, the Senate, they're not doing that. That is not what they're doing. they're going to screw all of us big time.
I think we
For
kind of already
decades.
were pretty screwed.
So do you want the impeachment of Donald Trump
Yes, I do.
and then Pence?
No.
Why not
He needs
Pence?
But
to be impeached too. He's just as crooked as.
Okay, so you,
Donald
you
But
want to
that's-
impeach both.
I want
What
them
about
all
Paul?
gone. I'll be honest.
Who would you prefer as president then?
Nancy Pelosi.
You know,
That was not what I was expecting.
Yeah,
I
wow.
didn't
That's interesting.
see it
Well-
coming.
Well, she's the one that's
Oh,
next
that's-
in line.
But you
No, she's
know
not.
she has a lower
Yeah, I mean,
approval rating.
No,
After
she's
I
not.
get rid of all the Republicans.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she is.
You have. Do you? Wait, actually, can you name me?
I wanna
who's-
get a Curry.
I want to make sure
Yeah.
because I'm not 100% on this.
Yeah.
Who goes?
Pence,
So
Ryan.
it goes Trump, then
Then it's Paul Ryan.
Pence, and then Paul Ryan. Okay,
Yeah.
then who?
Then I think it's Nancy Pelosi. Oh no, I think there's one other person, somebody else. Look, all
It would
these
be the- it would-
Republicans, all the GOP is complicit in this. The fact that they look, you can laugh.
I'm
I
not.
know
We're not
it
laughing.
sounds crazy, but just check this out. If this were a Democratic president and he were suspected of colluding with an outside entity, no matter what, say it was France. Y'all hate France. So, say
I don't like Emmanuel Macron, but I don't mind.
I love France,
So-
but not Emmanuel. Yeah.
Yes, well,
Like, French people are
the
just
right
there.
wingers don't like French or French things and
Why?
blah blah
Why?
blah.
Why?
So
I don't think that's
anyhow,
true.
What?
Anyway, sorry.
Do you like
Continue.
Yeah, freedom
So what-
fries. Remember that?
That was under
I don't
most
know.
That
ridiculous
was,
I don't-
thing
that
I've
was
ever
Bush
heard.
jingoism.
He's just a moron.
Everyone on the right hates. I love the young.
Yeah.
Like
the
almost
right
all
hate Bush.
conservatives nowadays really don't like Bush.
Yeah, he didn't go far enough. So,
What do you mean by that? Just curious.
I thought
I
he
don't
went a
know.
little too far.
Maybe rounding people up and putting them in concentration camps. I don't
Who
know.
wants that?
I don't know.
Nobody wants that.
Really, what do you want?
I want freedom and liberty
yeah, I
for
want
every
What
single
does
man.
that
liberty.
Man,
What
woman,
does
child.
that mean? What do we have right now? What are we doing?
Well, you're literally speaking in front of a
talking.
federal building.
Yeah, so we
Talking
do
about
have a lot
one
of
So you
freedom.
don't want a federal government? Is that it?
I never said that at all.
What does that mean? then?
Smaller federal government.
I would like a smaller federal government. Yeah.
I don't
mean,
want the
I don't
federal
like.
government.
I don't like a
interfering-
consistent tax on literally every piece of property that I own. Maybe a one-time one-time price on registering
How
a vehicle,
would they pay for? How would they pay for
The roads?
Yeah.
like the way they do
Tolls?
now. The way they do now, which is toll bridges or
Oh my God.
utilizing the gas tax.
Privatizing
Or
it? Is that what
the-
you're
There's a lot of ways that you could do
You
it.
want it going into Mercer? That's the name I was thinking of. The Mercer family's pockets, or
I don't want to tax.
I don't want to go into anyone's pockets. That's the whole
Well, that's
thing.
what
Is
they
I don't
say
want to
when they
steal
privatize
money
things.
from people.
When they privatize things.
But isn't that healthcare
A
where I'm
family-
taking from the, because that's how Bernie suggested, tax the rich to pay for healthcare, and college to take the rich from the healthcare, or like tax
Yeah,
the rich to
they
pay for
should be
college.
taxed.
So that's that.
you not think that
isn't that
they've
you
gotten-
saying that you want to reach into someone's pocket to give to someone else,
Yeah, I want to reach in the rich's pocket.
like
You
Charles
know,
Koch?
Why? But how is that justified? I mean, what?
How
what,
is that justified?
Yeah. What do you think that
Because
justifies that?
They live in this country and they need to contribute to this country.
Well, they do
But
already
when
pay a
we-
lot
when
more
you
than
see
you.
The Carnegie, the Mellon family, the blah blah blah. You know, I mean, these people have contributed to society. It's called being part of a society.
Well, they've contributed to society a lot by
By-
creating
yeah, by taking
hundreds of
away-
thousands of jobs, for one. I mean, that's one way to contribute to society. It doesn't mean you have to. Contributing to society can happen in a lot of different ways.
Do you
There's
think that by not so getting back to healthcare, because I don't agree with you, but on this whole, I'm reaching into their pockets to give to everyone
you just
else.
said that you want to take from the rich
Yeah,
to
I
give to
do.
the poor.
I do.
Well,
Right,
and
you just
also,
said
would,
that.
wouldn't they
It is
leave?
to share their wealth.
But would-
Why?
To be
though?
part of society.
But they own. If you own wealth, would you want someone taking wealth
I
away
do.
from you?
I pay taxes.
Right, and so do they.
Yeah.
They pay.
And
No,
what
then
they're
they pay
doing-
way more than you
Oh,
do.
no, they're
I mean-
they're millions
did-
times richer than I am.
Right, so they pay way
They're
more than you, so that's
fighting
fair,
for
right?
the tiny minutia of taxes that they do pay. Their tax rate is much lower than it ever has been in decades. When this country was actually doing very well in the 50s and 60s, they were paying I don't know, it was like a 80% tax.
That's
at a
insanely
certain
high.
level. It wasn't insanely
I mean,
high. They
what-
still made money. They reinvested in their companies.
Yeah, but
and
who
they made
who
more
are you to
jobs.
justify saying that just because they make money that they like once they make too much money they're not allowed to have that money anymore? Is that like who are you to say that that's?
Nobody's saying that.
Well, you're saying that if they make a lot of
they
money
need to share and be part of society.
You know-
and
Right
it's
now,
your
what
job
they're
to force
doing-
them to do that.
Do
It's
you
not
know
my
what?
job. But
know
right
what
now,
Mitt
what
Romney
they're doing,
paid in 2010?
I don't give a fuck what
He
Mitt
paid
Romney paid. Look, this is
1.5
the
million
thing.
just in taxes.
They're
and then
fighting
add-
right now to take away people's right to vote. They're
Whoa,
fighting right now.
when did they do that?
That one is
Take away
I
the
will
right
actually
to
say
vote.
true. Like this,
Thank you.
United States Supreme Court actually found that gerrymandering was
Oh, gerrymandering. That's but
They're gerrymandering.
yeah, but that's the way you phrased that was like
That's what they're doing. They're paying. They've got
gerrymandering
computer
is.
programs,
I'm not
they've got
for
people on the
gerrymandering,
ground.
but that's not the
This
same as.
Chris Kobach person. I mean, look it up.
Do you know who the Chris Kobach is?
Yes, I do.
Where's he from?
He's from Missouri
He's from Kansas.
or Kansas. Yeah, Kansas, and he fucked up Kansas, and now he's spreading that. And now Donald Trump has hired him to do this countrywide. That's why they're trying to get voter information from every state. I mean, that's true.
Yeah, I'm against gerrymandering.
But that's no, they're not only doing
Yeah.
that, they're also trying to disenfranchise people from their right to vote
How so?
by going in and messing around with the voting rolls.
with the
What
Kind of like
they'll
how?
do-
Oh wait, no, I know exactly what you're talking
Oh.
about. So it was it was like the ones in Arizona and Nevada and California where they said that the preliminary ballots that California had to make sure that people didn't vote for Bernie. I agree.
I don't know about that. I honestly don't.
There
Well-
was there were dozens of lawsuits about it.
yeah,
Okay,
Bernie was basically
well.
screwed out of of the election.
Actually,
but-
there's a lawsuit going
yeah.
on suing the DNC where the lawyer had stated openly that we don't have to actually choose by the
Well, then
preliminary
they
vote.
need to clean house with all of them. I'm not for that. Obviously, I want one person to have one vote, and what I want is to stop having to have my government not represent me when most of us are voting for the other party.
I think a lot of
Over
people are
3 million
frustrated with that
people
issue.
Have voted for. This has happened with Bush too. I mean, they have their ways of screwing with these voting machines, and just around the margins, just enough so that they can put their person in power. I am like sick of that. And this guy went the extra mile.
Trump?
Yes.
How did he go the extra mile? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh my God. He's working with Chris Kobach. He's working
No,
with the
like-
Mercer family. They all put money in once they've. Oh God.
So you think it was
Money in
rigged?
Politics, like
yeah, I
both
do.
Parties?
I think it was rigged.
Do you think it was like Russian rigged?
Part of it.
She said
I
that
think it
earlier,
was
yeah.
a combination of things. Yeah, a combination. I don't think it was all Russia. I don't think it was all, but I don't think it was all vote rigging. I think obviously Russia did an excellent job of putting all kinds of lies and propaganda out there for people to consume. I mean, my own boyfriend hates Hillary Clinton and is convinced she's blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have it in my own home.
You didn't like her
Not-
either, though.
You
I
don't sound
didn't
like you like your
dislike
boyfriend
her.
much either.
No, I do. We don't agree on that. There was just a lot going on that the whole country's been screwed over.
Cool.
People
All
don't
right.
like Putin in Russia either. You know, people are out in the street. People are sick of being manipulated.
Cool. I'm really hungry, so I want to go get a curry.
Let's go grab lunch.
Bye.
Hey, nice talking
Thank
to
you so much for taking the time.
Thanks-
to
thanks
talk
for
about
talking.
it.
Yeah, I
So,
wish
like-
you guys
Such a
would have
pleasure.
been more transparent about what you were thinking instead of just
I
What do you
was
mean?
just
trading
I'm a
looks at
libertarian.
each other.
I'm a
Yeah.
libertarian. I already
okay.
said that.
Yeah.
I believe the federal government should have less power in general. I don't like them taxing
What's
us
your
for everything.
story,
What do you mean?
Mr. Eyeglasses?
Mr. Eyeglasses.
Mr. Eyeglasses.
4 eyes.
Yeah, my story is I'm just a guy in Seattle that likes to check out these events.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be a long story. We'll be here all
Yeah,
night.
long,
I
long,
really
long story.
gone through a long journey over the years, so.
No.
No, it's not that. It's just that it's going to take a long time. It seriously is a long story. So.
Do you mind if I ask you one thing?
But
What about the Antifa people? What do you think about them? The people who are,
oh,
like,
she already
dressed
said
all-
she disavows
I
them.
don't
Yeah.
like that.
Right. She doesn't
Which
like
is
that,
good,
and that's
right?
great.
So
Yeah,
you and I
that's
can
great.
agree.
But
You and I
yeah,
are
it's
I don't like white racists either. I don't like people.
I don't like racism against white
I don't like
people,
any
black
kind
people,
of
anything.
I mean,
racist.
I
Yeah,
put them
no, but-
all.
There's
I
racists
don't
of
want
all
chaos.
colors.
I want to live a normal life.
I don't like
want
any
to be
racist of any
healthy and
color.
happy.
Well, we're gonna go get lunch.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Thank you.